Hello and good day everyone. This is to warmly welcome you to the 13th edition of the program. Today is Saturday the 25th day of April 2026. In this edition of the program, we are going to shift our attention to recent development in relation to bank verification number and watch list in the Nigerian banking sector, which will take effect from 1st of May 2026. By our background, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, introduced BVN in February 2014 with a view to ensuring the effectiveness of Know Your Customer (KYC) principles and the promotion of safe, reliable, and efficient payment system across the Nigerian banking sector. The BVN provides each customer of Nigerian bank a unique identity by identifying such person through his fingerprints, facial, or voice scans. Regardless of that, the CBN in October 2017 introduced framework that guide the operations of BVN and watch list in the Nigerian financial system. Now, what is a watch list? A watch list is a database of bank customers identified by their BVNs and who have been confirmed to be involved in cases of fraudulent activities. Now, once a person is placed in a watch list, he will be prohibited from using e-channels and non-personal transactions. This means a person in a watch list cannot use ATM, internal banking, mobile banking, or even POS. In order to strengthen this framework, the CBN, by a circular dated 12 March 2026, entitled Addendum to the Revised Regulatory Framework for Bank Verification Number Operations and Watch List in the Nigerian Banking Industry, introduced additional measures. One of the measures introduced by the circular is temporary watch list. Under this, financial institutions are mandated to establish and maintain temporary watch lists for BVNs implicated in suspected fraudulent transactions. However, it is important to state that a BVN can only be placed in a temporary watch list for a period of not more than 24 hours. And during this period of 24 hours, it is mandatory upon the bank to contact the owner of the BVN for clarification in respect of the identified transaction. Now, provision for temporary watch list introduced by the circular is a departure from the provision under the 2017 framework, which provide that only BVN involved in confirmed cases of fraudulent transaction can be placed in the watch list, whereas under the circular, even cases of suspected fraudulent transaction can lead to placement of BVN in a temporary watch list. This provision for temporary watch list is a welcome development in view of rising cases of fraud being committed within the financial sector. Now, the second measure introduced by the circular is restriction as to the minimum age for enrollment of BVN. Under this, only persons who are of 18 years and above can be enrolled for BVN. This aligns with other provisions of the law, in my opinion. For instance, under the Companies and Allied Matters Act, only persons who are 18 and above can be appointed as directors of company. The third measure introduced by the circular is restriction as to the change of phone number attached to a BVN. Under this, a person will not be allowed to change the phone number attached to his BVN more than once. Now, in view of this, it is important that you ensure that the phone number attached to your BVN is registered in your name, such that even in cases of loss, you will be able to welcome back the number and continue using it. The last but not the least of the measures introduced by the CBN circular dated 12 March 2026 is access to BVN database. Under this, only financial institutions licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria can have access to BVN database. This brings us to the conclusion of this edition of Legal Insight. Hope you enjoyed the edition. If you do and find it interesting, stay tuned for other interesting edition. And thank you for watching.